Guys, time is up. Yes. So we are going to go back to our seats and present our findings. We have another session, guys, so we have to be so fast. We present here.
While she was marketing, she had no skills about business. The next is improper decision making. By the time she was trying to decide to make this business, she never tried to make a good research about where she will get market. Okay. Yeah. She never tried to make a good research. Where is these seeds going to be marketed? Or where are they going to be consumed? That was a poor decision making. Then next is research on, so these species, this generation, we have different species. Others are improved, others are not improved. So to make a good market, you have to look for improved Improved seeds. And even they are easily marketed than these which are not of good quality. That is. Then next, we are summarizing type of soils. So you may find she was in a poor place where there is soil. So you may find it is one of the major causes that made some seed. Then next is financial poor management. Yeah, you may find she had little money and she decided to plant different big comfort. It's very whole. And she know that she will get what she needs, not relying on different consume money which will not gain it. So she had a poor finance management. Then lack of marketing skills. You see, she used his sons and children to go in the market. Yet they hurting. After reaching there, finding there the competitors, then they found that they never had the skills. They came back that we have found many competitors, so we had no any decision to do for them. They came back and sat. Okay, thank you. And are willing to run and improve. Yeah, grow up. She would go and make a good research to make more learn about her business. So she had no idea to go and look for other researches in other fields so that she can have improved varieties. Then here there is lack of clear Okay, this was lack of clear goals and vision. So here, you should have targets. What are you going to gain? Do you get from her? One, research making. You should make a good research so that you can even make good quality than those who have been existing in that business. So she failed. So you have also to go and make a good research in the business. Will I manage to go and get some resources that are required to start up it in a short term? Then seeking for advice here. By the time he failed, by the time the seeds failed to grow up, she would go and at least to the agro-based industries and ask, why did my seeds fail? Or before that, what can I do so that my seeds cannot fail? And that was the thing she should do before she planted her seeds or went for marketing. Then proper decision making. She would make a good decision by seeking from other people around. I need money. Should I go with this business or another business? Right. Then hiring labor and knowledge. You see, even now, example is here. We are learners. We are hiring. These ones, I'm assuming, these ones are like bringing us knowledge. Then we get skills. Then labor. It's you to go and ask these ones. I need those people who are skilled in that field. And I go to do what? And I hire and bring them on my farm. So that is hiring. So you need to learn how to hire from good companies. Then visiting other businesses. Yeah, you should go in other businesses and start looking for how they operate them. Managers, how do they look like? Do they behave like this way or that way? You have also to engage in other businesses to see how you can follow your business like other businesses. Then
we are summarizing the story about Kabajan's tree nursery. Our question one was, why was Kabajan initiative not successful? Our points are here. She had no proper advice about seedling growing. You know, my friends, when you are going to plant the seedlings, you need to look for a good quality. Then number two, she had no idea about seedling diseases. You know, these seedlings, they have a variety of diseases. You may plant your seedlings when they are from the soil. They face so many challenges. Then another point was poor quality seedlings. These people of agriculture, they tell us, when you are going to plant seedlings, you have to look for a good quality. You may plant seedlings and they may not mature from the soil. Then another point, she lacked sensitization. Most of the farmers, those improved ones, they used to go for trainings like this one. they give them good seedlings for planting. So she lacked sensitization. They did not teach her, or she did not consult what type of seedling that are supposed to plant. Then another competition from other seedling sellers. One example that I can give you, when you go here on this road, Ngalomwenda, you see different gardens, seedling gardens. So when you plant those seedlings which they cannot mature well, so you cannot get a good market. So for her, she got that challenge. Then she drank the competition was high. That's why her seedlings was not moving. Then she had only one type of seedlings. She had only one type of seedlings, yet other sellers had varieties. According to this story, others planted avocados, others planted what, but for her, she planted only one type of seedlings. Then on question 2, what lesson can we learn from this story? What have you learned? Those who have read this story, what have you learned? But our group, we came up with this. 1, she lacked market research. When you are going to plant seedlings, you go and research from other people. Then consultation, she did not get enough consultation. Quart of seedlings, as I told you up there. Then effective communication. It is also important when you are planting your things or any other business that you are going to set up. Thank you, members, for listening to me.
Good evening to you all. I greet you all. I'm sorry for that. So question 1 was saying, why was Kabajenyi's initiative not successful? So in group 3, we came up with this. First one was technical knowledge. Kabajenyi lacked technical knowledge. If I talk about technical knowledge, what do I mean? Technical knowledge, she didn't get knowledge from profession people who had at least practiced that project for a given time. Another challenge was competition. Competition in market. Kabajenyi also faced a challenge of competition in market. Another one is poor quality of seedlings. Then the seedlings she was selling were of poor quality. Then on that, customers can't like poor quality. Customer care. When the seedlings were sent to market, as Kabajenyi, he didn't go on herself. She just sent a child. Guess what a child in market? That means a child lacked customer care. Seedlings were also affected by diseases. Those who read the story, there's where they've been saying that seedlings were affected by diseases. Diseases might have brought up by poor soils or managerial skills in caring for them. Then lack of skilled labor. She also lacked skilled labor in that field of growing that seedlings. Uncalculated risks. Kabajenyi engaged much family in that business, which accounted a high risk, the risk that was not calculated. Low population, which led to low demand of supply. Kabajenyi practiced that that business in an area where there was low population. Then here as group 3, we came up with lessons that we learned from the story of Kabajeni. Acquiring of skills. We learned that we should acquire skills from professional people who have at least engaged in that business for a long period, so that they can advise us on how to promote that business, and we acquire high profits. Valuing customers' feedback and providing products. Valuing customer feedbacks. What do we mean? Here we mean to see the feedbacks or to consider customers' demand, and then we provide them with what they exactly need, not what you need as a person. Then effective communication. On effective communication, here I mean making communication between you, the business maker, and the customers, so that you can understand each other. Building strong friendship with other business operators. Proper planning and setup of the business. Proper planning. Here I mean planning the business in areas that the demand is high, not in areas where the business has low demand. Attending of business workshop. Here I mean like attending this business workshop here. Business workshops help us to acquire skills on how to start, manage, and plan for the business. We have research making. Research making. Here, I mean making research on that product that you're going to do, or that product that you want to start selling. Before starting it, you have to know, is this product will give me profits or not. Learn how to make pilot study. That's the same as the above of research making. Then the last one was learn how to look for market in different areas. Here, if Kabajeni had planned to look for other markets in other places, he would have sold more. But since he had only one place of market, that's why he lost profits and he didn't sell much of his crops. With those, I wish you well.
I greet you all. This is group 4. Basing on our story today, so we had summarized the following. The first question was, why was Kabajeni's initiative not successful? You first know the meaning of an initiative. When you are given such question, to simplify this, why Kabajeni is not, why she did not achieve what she wanted to achieve. And these are the reasons we got from our story. She had no business ideas. So this is where you find that from nowhere, because she lacked school fees, her husband did not provide each and everything. From nowhere, she's decided, like, maybe let me start this business. So she started, but she didn't know much about that business, which led
the business to fail. And the second one is she had no market. She had no market for her goods. This is why this is where in the story they are saying that she lived in a place where there were very few. And when you find that you're living in a place where you, like for example in this room, you find that we are only two and I start my business there, it won't work. But she just decided to start the business where she was the only one. Okay, they were very few. She had no market for her goods. The third one is she didn't look for the customer's needs. That's why she just started the business, because she wanted school fees. She didn't first look for what the customers need. From nowhere, she started the business. There it can't work. Then she lacked advice. She lacked advice, as you are seeing in this story. She had first go to the marketplace. Around her, she had no one to advise her on the business because it had no market. That is why it failed. And the fifth one, she was ignorant on starting a business. She was ignorant. Ignorance means that you don't know anything about something. So, she had started the business because she wanted school fees. She didn't ask, she didn't join business skilling. She had no skills. She had to start the business, and the business, she had no customer care, she had no labor, she had nothing. But she wanted to start business because she wanted school fees there. So seedling diseases. At first, you're seeing that she grew mangoes, orange, avocados, but the problem she got after getting them in the nursery bed, they were all diseased. And after getting diseased, she had no way to control that disease. She had no insecticide, she had nothing. And of course, those seedlings, they had to die. Then the lessons we learned as group 4 members, as we have to seek advice before starting the business. Like for example, we are getting advice. We have joined this must group to teach us more about business. Now we are getting advices. We can ask for more advice. So we have to look for customer needs. For example, when we are here, when I'm going to start a business, I first look for what you need and what you don't need. I can't start a business from nowhere. So, types of customers to serve. Almost the same. This is where you find when you have these customers to serve. It depends the customers. For example, in this school, you will not start from there and you bring alcohol in school, it won't work. Because they are students and they are in school. But when you're like they're outside, you can start anything you want. But when you're in school, you have to sell sodas, chapatis, such. Then, on market survey, this is where you have to first move around. You see how people do their businesses, how they receive their customers, what they sell, what they buy. the market they have, in order for you, like when I start this business, can it work? Can I get profits? Or I can just have my stock. And then making budgets. She didn't do any budget. That is why she wanted school fees, and she had no money, so she was able to get what start because the seedlings had no cost. So she had to start, but she didn't do the budget. When I have these seedlings, what will I get after? That is the budget. Of course, you can't start anything concerning money without a budget. Then we learned to save. Save, of course, when you are save, you have to first get that budget. You see the profits you will get, and after getting those profits, what will I save, what will I get? And we learned that when we have business, at least we should save like 10% or 20% of our business, depending on how we earn. And we learned to be hardworking. This is where she had started the business, but when she was not hardworking, she couldn't even reach to that extent. But she was hardworking. She had to send her son to go and sell, but because she was somehow busy or doing something else. So when you're hardworking, you're striving to get something, then at least the business will move. Not that when you have like this school, you're just coming like after 2 weeks. That will, at least you have to be hardworking. And when the business is big, you have to hire skilled and non-skilled labor. In case when you are not around, they help you, so that you move. The business should not stop. In your absence, the business should move. As our group 4 members, that is what we got.
Thank you. A very good afternoon, countrymen and women from this side. Arinda Brave, stage name Shafiq Morgan Promoter. As group 5, I've decided to come with this. So, why was Kabajenyi's initiative not successful? Number 1, according to the story, Kabajeny lacked enough capital to invest in her business. According to the story, we have seen that Kabajeny was a poor woman whose husband didn't earn enough money. So she lacked enough capital to invest in her business. So number 2, as group number 5, we have seen that she lacked poor quality seedlings. So according to the story, Kabajenyi according to the story, excuse me, I'm looking for the proof here in the story. All right, let me go on another view. She lacked proper advice. Kabajenyi, as we have seen in the story, we have seen that at last she decided to visit a man in a nearby village, of which that shows that she lacked enough proper advice. And our next, she lacked enough
self-confidence. We have seen in the story that she began to work. She selected a site for the nursery that was close to her home, thinking that she would be able to work in the nursery when she was not busy with other household tasks. Our next, she lacked plan for the growing of the seeds. According to the story, I've seen Kabajenyi didn't know. We have seen Kabajenyi, she scattered the seeds throughout the bed, of which led to her initiative not successful. Kabajenyi also she didn't research on the diseases, as we have seen on the story that Kabajenyi didn't know what to do because she had a limited idea about plant diseases, of which led to her initiative not successful. She lacked enough marketing skills. Here, in the story, we have seen that she asked her older son to take some of the seedlings to the trading center, of which you can imagine a son, she sent a son. So Kabajenyi was not serious at all. Yeah. And she should have went there herself, not sending a son. So, question number 2, what lesson have you learned from this story? So, according to us as group number 5, we should carry enough research before starting up a business. And we should make proper decision. And we should also carry out market surveys to make our businesses successful. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chirabo Josephine from Group 6. So this is what we were able to collect from the story. The question says, why was Kabajenyi's initiative not successful? With the first point, she did not know much about growing tree seedlings, because we are seeing that she had an idea of having tree seedling nurseries, but then she didn't know much. This means that she lacked an idea of the business she was going into. She had no one to ask for the advice. According to the story, there was no one dealing in tree nurseries in their village. So she had no one to run for in case of the advice. The third one, many of the seedlings died and others became diseased due to the poor quality. Maybe she opted for a low cost of the seedlings, but then the cost of the seedlings made her buy poor quality seedlings that in the end her seedlings died and others became diseased. She did not know what to do because she had a limited idea about plant diseases. Due to the seedling being diseased, she didn't know what to do next. So she just went with the process of growing. She had sowed, after the advice that she got from someone else, in the last, she found out that she had sowed and did not take good care of their seedlings by thinning. That is due to lack of skills. There was a stiff competition in the market. So since she was inexperienced and she was unskilled, the competition in the market, she could not go beforehand with it. So she did not manage to be successful with her business idea she had put up. The lessons we learned from this story: we should not be discouraged. Yeah, she chose a big business idea, but then she was not discouraged till the end, that she saw that she gained nothing, but then she was not discouraged and she went on with her advice. She was hardworking. That's what we get. We learn to seek for advice in whatever thing that we have to do, in whatever business that we opt to, we have to seek for advice. We learn to put up savings. These savings can help us at any time, in any moment. We learn to make proper decisions. These proper decisions may not be that good for us, but in the end, you'll be able to gain something. We learn to make research, that before putting up or before going for the business idea you have in mind, you have to make a research about how you're going to gain in it and the process you have to pass through. We have to be confident, and lastly, we have to choose something that we are experienced in, and at least we have some skills. Thank you. That was Group 6.
From all those presentations, and going back to our 4 criteria for a good business idea, which specific criteria was not followed by Kabagenyi? The first one is there must be a problem that you will have to solve. We know she had a problem of school fees, but was this a community problem? So it was not a problem for people. That is why she attempted. She did the market research. She tried. Because there was no one around to give her advice, she went to the market, tried to inquire. They told her, if you want a good nursery bed, they told her the spacing, whatever. She said, I have done so many businesses, so I may also attempt this. But there was no need in the community. That is why when she had to go out to sell, I don't think she got anyone from the neighborhood that bought. Then she sent her son to the market, and the son only was able to sell a few seedlings. And before selling, we see that the seedlings got congested because the spacing was not good. And because of too much congestion, they had to be diseased. Most of them died, but she persisted. The few that remained are the ones that she took to the market, but she ended up only covering the items she had used to open the ground. The hoe, the axe hand, that is the only money that she was able to recoup from her business. So we find that she didn't follow criteria number 1. There was no need that she was going to solve. She only looked at her need, but didn't look at the what? At the market need. Then the second one is customer identification. Did she identify the customer? Specific customer that she was going to sell to after her seedlings were mature. So when she took the seedlings to the market, it was basically just taking. There was no specific customer she was targeting. So when you start a business, you need to segment your customer. Is it B to B, that is business to business? Is it B to C? Is it B to G? So if there was like an ads program, maybe a government program, and they say we need seedlings. At one time we had the government asking those who could to plant coffee and tea seedlings. And if you went into the business, you would plant your tea seedlings and then you sell to the government. Then the government sells to the farmers. So there you are planting, you are sure that the government is going to buy my seedlings. But this Kabagenyi didn't do any market research regarding the specific customer he's going to sell her seedlings to. So that was another mistake, number 2. Number 3, we said your product should be better than existing competition. When she went to the market, what did she find? What did the other seedling sellers have? So others had variety. For her, she only had seedlings for firewood. Others had fruits, firewood, building materials, so she could not outcompete them. So she did not try to do something that is better than existing solutions. Then lastly is, am I able to make money? Did she make money? So even when you go to criteria number 4, she was only able to sell seedlings worth the hoe she had bought, the axe, and another third item, which was the machete. The machete is like a panga. And that was all. So she didn't make money. She didn't make good market research in terms of market segmentation. She didn't solve anyone's problem. And in the long run, her own problems were not solved. So when we are talking about what do we learn, then be guided by those 4 important criteria for any business. Not only tea seedlings, the seedlings Kabagenyi was trying to do, but any business you attempt, you have to make sure that business will help or will solve someone's problem. You must be sure of the market segment you are targeting. If you just go into the market not knowing whom you are targeting, you may come back with the products back home and no one is buying them. And someone somewhere may be wanting the product, but you don't know that he's there. So that is why you make a market research and then make something for a certain targeted market. Then lastly, you have to, third, you have to make something that is better than existing solutions and make money. That is the ultimate goal of a good business idea. So I assume this story has been helpful to help you understand what that risk-taking is all about, so the calculated risk we are talking about. In order to make that venture, to go into any business, you have to first think through, am I solving someone's problem? Do I have a targeted market? Am I better than those who are already there? And then will I be able to make some money? Because if you are better but you don't make money, then you qualify to be an NGO, non-government organization, for service, for non-profit oriented. But in business, our aim, our main goal is to make what? To make profits. So my session is done. I submit.
Okay. So we have successfully completed the morning session. Well done. So now as we wait for our lunch, we shall have lunch from about 1 to 2 o'clock. We're waiting for them to, let me just find out if we are ready for that. Okay, they tell us that our lunch will be ready in 10 minutes. So of course we have finished the morning session and we wanted to start another session at 2 o'clock after you've come back from lunch. So we shall have lunch for about 1 hour. But in the meantime, as they find out and get ready with our lunch, we wanted to distribute some other cases. There are also case studies that you can just be going through them as we're not going to ask you about these ones. This is just for your benefit as we wait for our lunch. They have said 10 minutes. So you can just look at how just different other case studies and begin to understand how you pull out those 4 things that we talked about. I can see from your presentations, most of you have done a good job. Well done. But we need to start to understand it much better because we are practically going to go out there and find out all these things. So these sessions are more of theory because we are telling you what to expect. But at a point, you're all going to go out there and find out. So it's good that you see what other people are doing. So we are going to send out some case studies. You can just keep reading as we wait for our lunch. Yes, please. Okay. So can we do this again in our groups? Because we want you to get used to teamwork. Teamwork is everything in this. Because even when you start your businesses, you're going to be a team of people, right? You're not going to be doing these things individually. So what we can do is we can sit where we were seated. We do this in like the next 10 minutes. This one you're not going to present. I just want you to maybe discuss amongst yourselves, right? You brainstorm, understand the case study. When our lunch is ready, we shall go for lunch. So this will end our first morning session. So please, where you are seated, you can just go back, discuss these cases we have given you until I'll inform you when the lunch is ready. 10 minutes. So read through them and just discuss them amongst yourselves. Understand, at least before we leave here today, you must know the key good things about having a good idea. Number 1, there has to be a problem. Number 2, there has to be the solution. You're going to look at the customers. The customers are very, very key. So you have to understand what customers are going to buy whatever you're going to do. Number 3, your solution has to be unique. That is what I am calling the unique value proposition. It has to be unique. And then the last one is your solution has to make money. So in these case studies that you're looking at, just try to pick out those 4 things. And then it will make sense for you. Actually, the case studies we have even put for you the answers behind. You're going to see them inside there. But I want you to just keep understanding those 4 things. There is a problem, the customers are existent, the value proposition, and you're going to make money. Those are the key things we want to take home today. Just finish up reading. Let's do it 2 minutes. And then we go. The food is not running anywhere. Don't worry. The food is there. Yes, please. So people wanted to know where they are being streamed. I'll ask Keisha to help us because they want to know if their siblings at home can be watching them. Yes, you're being watched, by the way. Just hold on and they tell you which TV station.
So guys, how many of us are in our WhatsApp group? How many of us are not there and have WhatsApp numbers? Okay. So I had shared the link in the WhatsApp group, but as if most of you are not there. But if you have data, you can go on YouTube and search for Creative Media. Creative with K. K-R-E-A-T-I-V-E, then media. Creative Media, you will see the stream that is running. It is the event that is on. Thank you.
What that means, you can eat, you can relax, but at exactly 2 o'clock, exactly, we should be back. Who's going to volunteer to pray for us? First, we need to pray. Who's volunteer to pray for us? Who are believing God to eat? Yes.
Sing the songs for prayer. May stand up. May stand up for prayer. Have ourselves for the prayer. In the name of the Father. Father, we want to thank you for this. Amen. In the name of the Father.
How you've been learning. We want that constant engagement. We want your energy up. We want, that's what we want. So when I look at you after lunch, I feel like you guys, you look like you want to sleep. No sleeping. So what we're going to do, we're going to go outside for 5 minutes. We're going to do something, a new thing we're going to teach you. Then we come back and start. Is that okay? So please, let's just stand here the same way and we get into a circle. Come, guys. Please, quickly.
Follow the leader. the leader. Come on now, jump for the left, jump for the right, jump for the left, jump for the right. Everybody, jump for the left, jump for the right, jump for the left, jump for the right. Now clap and wave. Come on, clap and wave. Clap and wave. Come on, clap and wave. Everybody come. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. 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 Now repeat after me. You're repeating after me. Everybody repeat after me. Watch me. Say I love soca. I love soca. Say I love soca. I love soca. Say I love soca. I love soca. Say I love soca. I love soca.
had a wonderful session in the morning. Who can tell me what you learned briefly? 2 people to briefly tell me what you learned. By show of hands. By show of hands. I want this class to be participative. If you don't raise up your hands, I'll just speak on you.
I have learned how to solve a problem. I have learned how to solve a problem. Let's say we have had a problem in society, then how I can handle it, but with the aim of making money.
In relation to his point, I've also learned that in a certain area or a community, to start up a business, there should be a reason as to why. Okay, as in, you should start a business over solving a certain problem. That's what I've learned.
Another
one? I have learned that to make any successful business, there are the criteria to follow. Like you have to consider the customers. You have to mind about people's problem, and you have to set a business aiming for money.
Okay. That is very true.
According to morning session, I've learned that it's very good to have like a business idea before planning, or before like establish or set up any business, or like information relevant to the business you're going to start, you're going into, and to have like enough consultation for setting up anything concerning a business.
The morning session, I've learned about the ground rules. When it comes to starting up a business, you need to go back to the ground and learn how to manage time, because in business, if you lose a minute, you've made losses already.
I have learned how to start the business, how to manage it, so that it continues to work and make profits.
In a morning session, I have learned that starting a business does not mean you have a big capital. Even if you have a small capital, but knowing how to manage it, you can achieve your goal.
So, that has been, the morning was a wonderful session. So what we are going to do right now is called opportunity spotting. Now, it is a follow-up from what you have learned in the morning. You have realized that you must have an idea to be able to do business, right? Now, right now I want to show you how you can identify those ideas for business opportunities. So the session we are going to handle is called opportunity spotting. Opportunity what? Spotting. How do you spot an opportunity? That this opportunity is good, this opportunity can give me money, this opportunity solves the community problem, okay? And this opportunity, if addressed, it can be addressed in a manner that is better than all the others. Okay? So, we are going to be interacting. So, business opportunity spotting. There are certain things in our community, okay? We can call them codes, code words, or phrases. Are we together? Have you lived in a community and you feel like someone is saying, this frustrates me? Are we together? Whenever someone makes such a statement, you must be alert. You must be what? Alert. Indirectly, that person is telling me that there is an opportunity here. In Luganda, someone could say, na yebi no bintamye. You get? You don't just join in and say, mwana nange byantamata. But you come near and you say, okay, bikutamye, lwaki bikutamye? Why are you frustrated? Find out. Get more information as to why this person is frustrated. Are we together? Because those statements show you that there is an opportunity. Have you ever had any other statement? Even here at school, when you were here at school, what phrases do some of you use that we can relate to business? That we can consider to be code phrases or code words? Sometimes someone could say, why is this so expensive? In other instances, someone could say, why is it so hard to get? Is there something you have ever looked for and you failed to get it? By show of hands. Banaye Jemuli. Njogere Luganda. Oba Lunyankole.
The exact job that I wanted.
Basically trying to tell you that there are certain things that you might want, but you're not able to get. It could even be here at campus.
Capital.
Someone else, another trial. It is not a crime to say wrong answer.
Egg rolls. Egg rolls.
Egg rolls. You explain to us.
There is no egg rolls at the canteen.
He feels sometimes he wants to eat egg rolls, but from the beginning of the semester to the end, he never comes across an egg roll. Do all of you agree? There are no egg rolls at the canteen. So that one falls under which code? It can fall under code 1. This frustrates me. And then which other code? Come again? Code 3. What is code 3? All of us? People at the back? Now all of us? You know the afternoon is tricky. I might end up speaking to myself. You understand? So we must learn together. So these are some of the things. Why is it so hard to get? And then, can someone give me an example under code word 4? Why is the quality so low? Can someone give me an example? He gave us an example here at school.
I'm going to just assume on a soft drink. Assuming I've gone to the tin, previously I've been receiving better juice. When I go there to buy juice at 1,000 a glass, I normally receive a better quality of it. But this time around, when I try to taste it, I find it that it is a little bit not good as the usual one. Yeah.
occurrence? Yes or no? Is it a common occurrence here at your canteen? The juice is not consistent. Today it is good, tomorrow it is not good. Huh? Don't worry, this is the class, no one will arrest you.
Adding to his point, when it comes to the quality of chapatis there at the canteen, they are poor, eh? Okay, like these 1K chapatis, they are not compared. Let me give you an example of this Hassan guy. Most guys in around, they can support me because they prefer Hassan than these ones inside.
So people are saying, why is the quality so low? So these are things that happen to us every day. And I want to tell you that searching for a business idea, you do not have to go so far. Sometimes it starts within your community. It can start within this class. It can be at your home. Are we together? Down there in your villages, I don't know what happens. For me, where I come from, sometimes things are hard to get. Are we together? So what happens is, you wake up in the morning, you want to cook a meal, and there is no salt on the village. Or you want to have some sugar, but no one is selling sugar. There are things that will tell you that, you know what, there is a business opportunity here. When you find such things, if you were allowed, let me use your school environment. If you were allowed to start businesses, okay, to sell chapati, to sell juice, to sell, you know, the moment you realize that the quality of a product is poor, and consistently, the quality of the product is poor. Why is this chapati like a curtain? Why is it so small? Eh? Why is it, you know, there is no value for money. That would be a business opportunity you have spotted. Because your neighbor or whoever is carrying out that business is not giving the best quality. So, you have already spotted a business opportunity. You can start that business and you do a better job. And the clients will run away from there and they will come to you because you're offering a better chapati, because you're offering good juice. If you were allowed to start businesses here at the college, the moment you realize that there are no Rolexes, there are no egg rolls, you would immediately start. Because you want them, okay? It would mean other people also want them, but they cannot find them. So these things, these code words, these phrases, whenever you hear someone mention such a phrase or make such a phrase, they are literally telling you that there is a business what? That is how you start to spot a business opportunity. Are we together? Any question on that? You understand what I'm trying to say? That there are people, there are words people say, but indirectly they are telling you there is a business opportunity. What is appalling, what is disheartening is that many times, even when we graduate and we leave these colleges, okay, we are not able to start our own businesses because we think you must, I don't know, the idea must come from Mars or from heaven for you to start making money. I want to tell you no. How many of you are doing electrical? By show of hands in this class. Okay. And then what course are you doing?
Fashion and design.
How many of you are doing fashion and design? By show of hands. Okay. What course are you doing?
Plumbing.
How many of you are doing plumbing? Interesting.
Building and construction.
Wow. Building and construction. How many of you are doing building and construction? Now, some of you might be planning that when I leave Nyamitanga, I am going to go and look for a job. Isn't it? I'll go to a building or construction company and look for a job. Others are thinking, I am going to go to someone's fashion and design company and they employ me so I can design for them these wonderful styles and so on and so forth. Interior design, exterior design, dresses, whatever. And then some of you are thinking, and yet, when you walk in your communities, when you go back for holidays, for those who are doing plumbing, they can tell you, our tap is broken. But then you have to go and buy the item from Mbarara or from Kampala. Isn't it? Wouldn't that show you that there is a business opportunity? Now someone will tell me, but I don't have capital. I have just graduated. I don't have capital. I need at least 1 million Uganda shillings to be able to start this business. Hey, if you think like that, you'll never start. But when they look for an item in the village, and you see that they are looking for it and everyone is looking for it, and you must get it from Kampala, you go and befriend the person in Kampala. Yeah? You go with 5,000 to give you one tap if you are doing plumbing, or one joint, or 3 joints. I don't know. Are we together? And then you ask them to loan you or to lend you another 3. You come, you sell the 6, you pay him back the money. When you go back the next day, he will give you 10 or 15. And when he realizes that, you can actually sell, he will start sending items to you. You no longer have to go to Kampala. And the business can start like that. So we are here today not to make you comfortable, but to make you uncomfortable in a positive manner, such that when you wake up, when you graduate, you don't go back and sit home saying, I don't have. Okay. Keisha, do we have this template? So business opportunities can be identified at individual level, okay? It could be, they can be identified at a business level. Supposing someone makes Rolex and they need flour, they need eggs, but it is hard for them to get the materials they use. The materials they use could be eggs, and maybe there are no eggs in that particular community. If you realize there are so many people making Rolex, but they have a difficulty in accessing eggs, what would you do? You go look for a place where there is a farm. And then you tell the farm owner, you know what? Give me 10 crates in the morning. In the evening, I'm bringing your money. If he says, how can I trust you? You say, sir, Please trust me. Only once. You go, get the 10 crates, come and put them near the people that sell Rolex. You will see. The first tray is done, they come to you. They give you money. They go make the Rolex. The second tray is done, they come to you. Another one also comes to you. So you create an environment that is easier for them to access eggs. And that one will help you to establish yourself to the extent that they cannot do without you. You know why? You do the donkey work. You go in the deeper areas and look for the eggs and you bring them near, closer. Even if you increase a margin, they will come and buy because they have no option. Still, they would have paid transport to go and look for the eggs, isn't it? How much money have you put in? You walked to go to the farm to ask for the eggs. You convinced the farm owner, they gave you the 10 crates. You walked with the eggs on your head. You brought them near, you made money. And thereafter you say, government tuyambe. Okay. So as you get the templates, I want us to look at, you're going to do an individual exercise. I hope you came with a pen, okay? You are going to do an individual exercise. We are going to do opportunity spotting practically. Now, the question here is, what is something that bothered you last week or something you wanted? But we are going to follow this table. But we are going to address the first quadrant. I want you to say, this is frustrating. Say it with me. So my question to you is, what is that thing that frustrated you last week? Or what is that thing that has been frustrating you? I want you to write it down. You have 2 minutes. Write it down and then you are going to read for me what you have written down. Everyone. You have only 2 minutes. Write down that thing that has been frustrating you. We don't have time and yet the form is big. Eh? So I want us to be snappy. I want us to hurry. What is that thing? Only one thing that has been frustrating you. Gordon. Davis. Joy. Of course, we are in a business class. I don't want you to tell me that you were beaten. No.
Understood what I was saying? Eh? Do you have that one thing that has happened to you and it is not okay? Kare kushanga nguwano ndanke chintu the very moment you wanted it, it is not available. Nabahereza example kugira ngo waza nka kantini oyine njara kuwaza kufikayo ngugayo wa chapati yazireta kandi wano nda chapati oguyagira ngo internet yanga connecting nguwa banonda nka nkemere. You're very hungry when nichecho kwenda at that point in time, but you can't find it and you feel this should be available. No chenga abantu ijatu ahika geteje yahenyima afande ataro. So that was frustrating, but it was short-lived. So at haronke chinti chwa kubasa kubantu kwara kujangwe moto ke guruke tahemu afanda tizire. No chenga. So that thing it is available, but you can't get it. That is what is frustrating. Imani jeans, training and so many other things. So write that one thing that has frustrated you today, or the previous time, or last week.
Actually, that's a business.
And frustrating. It should be an idea for you to start a business. Okay, agamba Wi-Fi. Can you think about connecting this university with Wi-Fi? So, but are we understanding what I'm trying to mean? Who has not understand anything?
I've written at least one item or two stand up.
Is it this one?
Lacked money to buy a smartphone.
This one lacked money to buy a smartphone.
I feel frustrated whenever I stop down to the canteens for something to eat because of their poor quality. When it comes to chapatis and juice and other stuff.
I wanted guidance from our dear facilitators. I'm Beatrice Nimsi, my instructor here. What had frustrated me for the last week? In terms of what? I'm asking Mr. Joseph. Is it that whatever hindered my movement for my social life being, is it related to something that was leading me to earn an income? Is it that thing that was distorting me from being loved by someone? Is it that thing that was stopping me from my relationship with God? All a clearance should be done because we are going to get several answers. Someone has been frustrated because he didn't get a smartphone. Of what importance was that smartphone to you in accordance to earning a living? I submit.
Thank you very much. Now, I had told you already that what we are trying to do is to be able to identify a business opportunity. That is what we are calling opportunity spotting in this sense. We are saying there are certain things that happen around us and they can actually be business opportunities. For example, you wake up, you are home, you want to cook, and this time you want to have some bit of mayonnaise, okay? And you want to make wonderful salads. So you realize that you cannot find mayonnaise in any shop in your village. And yet, you realize that the people in that village enjoy eating wonderful salads. Okay? So when you realize that, you looking for the mayonnaise and not finding the mayonnaise in the community frustrates you. When it frustrates you, it is, okay, a pain point, but on the other hand, it is an opportunity. How is it an opportunity? It is an opportunity that you can go where they sell mayonnaise, buy 10 tins of mayonnaise, and bring them to your community and sell them because the people enjoy eating mayonnaise in the salads. Okay? So, what is that thing that frustrates you? Biki ebyo by'owulira? Kiki ekyo ekibeerawo buli lunaku n'owulira nga mu butuufu singa olina solution yakyo?
Thank you, sir. Now, according to me, what frustrates me, it is having no chips at the canteen every day.
Having no chips at the canteen. Have they ever sold chips? How many years have you spent here?
1 year. Yeah.
This lady here is a finalist. She feels at times she wants to eat some chips, but all her entire life at NYAMITANGA Institute, she has never seen at the canteen them selling what? If she had an opportunity, right now she's a student, okay? And maybe according to the rules and regulations, students are not allowed to do business, okay? But if she had an opportunity to be cooking chips here at the institute, that would have been a great opportunity for her because other students probably also want chips, but they cannot easily access them. So that is a clear point that can lead you to a business opportunity. Yes?
Wow. The thing that frustrated me last week was a long distance to the shopping area. Walking from here to Red Corner to buy a trouser, it became so tiresome for me, and that thing frustrated me seriously.
So, it is clear probably, correct me, is there a shop that sells clothes in the institute? No. Is there a shop that sells open shoes in the institute? No. What are those things probably sometimes you really want to use while you are here, but you cannot get them? Let us start here. Don't go very far.
Those things, they might be meals like chicken. You find someone wants to take chicken, but it's not at the tin. Fish, pizza, plus many.
I wish the one who runs the canteen was here. He or she would realize what the clients need, and they start offering that immediately.
What frustrated me the previous week and what is still frustrating me is I can't find somewhere to buy sugar canes in the community.
He likes eating sugar cane, but he can't find. Okay, 2 more and then, okay, 4 of you. Stand up, stand up.
Yes. For me, as the week ended up, we were just abruptly told to go back home. But some of us eventually come from very far. So you can imagine a situation where you have to move with property from here to Kampala every time you break off for holidays. So me, I thought like if I had somewhere to keep my property for the holiday, and then if I can give in some cash, for example, as I report back. So I keep my property there, then I can give an award at least when I come back, but not going back with the property and then come back with it at the same time.
Okay, it is a continuous problem. Every time the semester ends, they feel or he feels he does not want to go to Kampala with the mattress, the case, and so on, and then bring them back. Another, to and fro. You want to travel light. Nachireva.
What really frustrated me was when I wanted to moved out of the school to just trim my hair. And I couldn't find a possible barb shop, like where to trim my hair. And the only thing I would just, the thing that just made my day boring and even frustrated, when I tried to enter, then some teachers stopped me from entering. They were saying that I was late while I was from trimming my hair.
We shall focus on the issue of trimming your hair. Of course, the institution has rules and regulations. They cannot say, you were looking for where to trim your hair from, so we are very sorry we don't have the services and you're late.
For me, what frustrated me last week is when they sent us home. Our parents sent for us money for transport, and yet there is only one mobile money. Now all children were crowding that mobile money. That frustrated me.
Okay, so you felt your service was delayed.
Last week, I had things which frustrated me. First was I had some customers I deal in UK USD phones. They called me several times, yet my phone was off. I found there are a lot of missed calls when they are there. Another one, I sold a phone to a certain customer. Then suddenly, the customer brought a phone. In a few minutes, said I have used already the money. Yeah, that's all.
It wasn't very clear, but we shall get there. But I think we are getting there now, okay? So we are looking at those things that pain you, and yet you can turn them into a business opportunity. Are we together? Okay, we have looked at something that frustrated you. Now, can you write for me only one thing that you wish? I wish there was. I wish there was. I wish there was what? You're right. I wish there was what? And where? Only 1 minute. Who is done?
I wish there was a makamo at the canteen.
What is a makamo in English? Yogurt. No. What? The one that they call bongo? A bongo. Okay. She wishes there was bongo. Okay.
I wish there was a saloon or a sausage salon.
Wonderful. You guys are now on board, okay? I wanted 4 only. 2 hands remaining.
I wish there was a better dairy that can sell quality milk in the school. I wish there was a better dairy that can sell better milk in the school. Yeah.
Explain.
Usually the kind of milk we buy at the tin, if a person buys 5 liters of milk, or 5 liters of like a jerrycan, if in terms of diluting it, they dilute more than 8 liters of water in it. So you can't take like you think you're taking milk, it's just you're taking something like water, hot water.
I wish there was a cobra in school.
Now, you wish there was a cobbler in school, you wish there was a dairy selling better milk.
I wish there was special meals during this workshop.
Oyo ngenda muvaako sigenda muddira. During this workshop. Okay, you are the last one. Then we go to the next.
I wish there was a pizza booth and milkshake canteen in the school. I wish there was a pizza booth around in school. Yeah.
Okay, now we have started by looking where we are, okay? And by looking where we are, we have been able to identify some things that frustrate us and certain things we wish would be existing, isn't it? Now, I want you to think slightly outside the box. Think outside this campus. Go back to your villages. Go back to your homes. Go back to your towns. Go back to wherever you come from. And then write one thing that frustrates you in that place. And then write one thing that you wish would have been there in that place. 1 minute. I want you to give me some examples that are outside your institute, outside your campus. That's why I'm telling you to imagine. Go back home in your imagination. Example, bweddaze mumpa zaawano zibadde ntuufu zibayambye okutegeera kiki ensomesa. Owulira? Kati wano jjukira muli basomi nti ne bwe mulaba opportunities ezo mweno process ya opportunity spotting kitono nnyo kye muyinza okukola okukyusa embeera. Si bwe guli? Right? So njagala kati muveeko wano. Mugende muddeyo ewaka. Muddeyo mu byalo byammwe. Muddeyo mu tawuni zammwe. Biki ebyo ebiba frustratinga? Oba biki ebyo bye muwulira nti singa kino kyaliwo ku kyalo kyaffe? Ekintu gwe ky'osobola okukola n'okola bizinesi.
One that frustrates me in the village, it is raised prices of commodities like soap, sugar, and millet flour. Then I wish there could be a stable prices of certain commodities.
Njagala nkubuuze. Gwe oyinza kukolawo ki? Bw'ompa ebintu ebyo gwe business gy'oyinza okukola eyinza kuba ki? Kati ddamu olowooze owandiike ebintu ebyo buto. Think about other things in your village.
What frustrates me is there is no mobile money in our village.
There is no mobile money.
Yes, yes. So I would like to set up a business, a mobile money business. Then I wish there is a borehole in my home village. So I wish to set up a borehole in the village.
Okay, we know we can take what she has said. In her village, there is no one offering mobile money services. And then also, they have difficulty, I think, to get water. Where do you get the water from? Phones? Mulina smartphones? Mwena? Kuliko data? Okay. Is it possible to share a link of that group in you're going to see all former participants giving their testimonies. They will tell you, we have made 750,000 in 5 hours. Others will tell you, we have made 200,000. He was a former participant. What is his name again? You were a former participant. What do you have to say about this exercise? They are requesting you stand up. Kindly stand up, you come here. And you give a testimony in 1 minute. Yeah, look for groups from Kaberebere and other places. The videos are already here. He has found them. Creative Media, there are several videos. So in your free time, not now, listen to them, see what they have done or what they did, and then open. You know, we are here to force you to think outside the box. You are locked in a prison of impossibility. And for us, we are saying it is possible. For you, you're saying it is not possible. Okay?
Thank you very much. As you know, we are in Mbara City. So what if we start selling our products? And unfortunately, you know, these sellers who go there outside selling, they have license. And for us, we're going to be without license. What if one of us get caught? What are you going to do for that individual?
Now, those are problems of intellectuals, people who have studied books. You want to tell me everyone who wakes up and sells on the street, yeah, they first get a license? Okay. Now, you tell them, we are from a boot camp, okay? And we are experimenting the business principles that we have been taught. If it happens, our numbers will be here. Ask them to call us. We shall come to your rescue. Okay? But that is not going to happen. Okay? So stop thinking about things that make life very difficult, you know? Much tegede. Kali, go in your groups. Okay. Yeah, your experience. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is called Faizo Abdallah. I'm a former participant of this boot camp. Ours was held in Kachika. I think all of you know Kachika. Yeah. Not Kachika Technical, it's like, okay, it's near barracks, I don't know, it's Division 1. It's like an office. But what I will tell you about this boot camp is that I'm grateful for all of you coming here because it's very important. The 50K challenge, some of you are scared of. it's very grateful that you're going to get that site of energy to do your work with only 50,000 shillings. First of all, for me, when I was there for the boot camp, I remember ours was a cocktail of fruits. You get? Some of you will think like, it can't come out. Your profits can't come out. You get? But it's very direct. If you do that, you'll get your profits. Because me, as myself, I did so. We did a cocktail of fruits. They gave us 50,000. We used it and got a profit of 30,000. You get me? Then I don't want anyone of you to be scared of that. Like, if it's given 50,000, they're going to put their own money and they'll get those profits. You should come and show that they got profits. We shall make accountabilities. You get? Just go and sit down, calm down with your group, get a business, think of it, generalize your brain, go in the field, ask the clients outside, the people who are going to buy your things, you'll get the profits. I don't want you to get scared. I want you to, tomorrow, all of you to be here. I know some of you will not come back because you'll be scared of this 50K challenge. You get? I request you come back. I won't talk so much because if I begin talking, I won't keep quiet. I'm a good marketer. Can I stop there? Anything more? Okay, about me, I'm not a student here. I graduated from Barra University. I was doing a business administration. I got a first class degree, and I'm going for my master's soon. Thank you so much.
Huh? Okay, so are you now happy? Are you confident? That man was one of you. We did it a couple of months back, last year. He's one of the people who did it, and he has told you. What? I know, but let's not go into that, but now you can see. That is a live example of someone who did it. There are many people, no one registers losses. No one. So anyway, let's not waste time. Let's now go in our groups right now. We are going to do that for how long? One. We give them, let's see, 20, 30. Okay, we give you 30 minutes because after that, we are going to be done for the day. Then you go. So I want you to just discuss it amongst yourself. Then by the time we are leaving, you have zeroed down on what you want to do tomorrow. So go and discuss in your groups.
lines are on that form. Fill it. Open your booklets. There is template. There is a template for the 50K challenge. On the template for the 50K challenge, I want you to write your team name or the name of your team. If you hear me clap once, if you hear me clap twice, do you see these templates in your booklets? So I want everyone in the group to fill in the details of your group on that form. And then the chairperson or the secretary later on needs to write those things on one piece of paper and they hand them. The template has the name of the group. The template has the team members supposed to. Okay? Hey. Now, one of the things we studied today was that there must be a segment. Are you going to sell to the people that sell in markets? Are you going to sell to people that pass by the street? Are you going to sell to the students of NYAMITANGA? Who are you going to sell to? What is your target group? What is your target group? As you plan this business you're planning, you need to tell me who you are going to sell to. Are you going to sell to homes? Are you going to walk to homes such that you offer a door-to-door service? Who are you going to sell to? And then, what is your unique value proposition? Now I'm going to give you an example of a unique value proposition, but I don't expect you to raise your hand and ask me what I mean by that. Later on. In simple terms, your unique value proposition is that thing that makes the customers leave all the other similar and alternative products and choose to take yours. That is your uniqueness. In other words, whatever you're going to make, you need to be innovative in the sense that the people should, when they eat your product, they should leave all other products and eat your product. If you're offering a service, they should be able to leave all the other people offering a service and they come and order for your service. However, for them to be able to do that, you must show them that you're giving them value that other people are not giving to them. Now, if you give them value that other people are not giving to them, that is what makes you different. That is what makes you unique. So it becomes, that thing that makes you different becomes your unique value proposition. Tuduka speed, yeah? Now, I am talking about channels. How are you going to reach your customers? How are you going to reach your customers? Are you going to use an online app, a mobile app? Are you going to sell in supermarkets? Are you going to use retail shops? Are you going to deliver these things in person? What channels are you going to use? The means through which you will be able to reach your customers. How are you going to reach your customers? Lastly, I want you to let me know of your projection. Every group here is going to invest 50,000 Uganda shillings, but I want you to anticipate and tell me that we are going to make 50,000 as a profit, 100,000 as a profit, 500,000 as a profit, and each of the people, each of the group must work hard to realize their target, forecasted target. Are we together? So all together for the two templates, I am giving you 10 minutes. Make sure you fill all the templates within 10 minutes and we are done. Are we together? 3 minutes to go. 1, 2, 3 minutes to go. Three minutes to go. Just a piece of advice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to announce that the time is up. You should have concluded with filling the 2 templates that we talked about. So give me your ears. Now, for those of you, attention, for those of you who are having 2 business ideas, if you're called achievers, you should break yourselves into 2 equal groups. Achievers 1 and Achievers 2. If you're one group, you remain one group as achievers, okay? Are we together? If you're selling one product, you remain one group. If you're selling two products, you divide yourselves into two groups, such that all of you use the same name, but the first name has a 1 and the other name has a 2. Or the first name has an A and the other name has a B. Are we together? I am going to throw someone through the window. Okay. Now, the other thing you need to note is that we have given you several case studies. What time did we agree to come here? In the morning. 8. What time? At 8. Okay? Now, when you come here at 8, make sure, okay, that you read those case studies. Either read them in the night, and tomorrow morning when you come, you discuss them in your groups according to the 4 principles of a good business idea. Okay? Are we together? Are we together? So I want to conclude and proudly thank you for participating with vigor, and also to tell you that the day has been closed. Tomorrow, make sure you're here by 8. All right? Make sure you come ready. Don't put on high-heeled shoes for the ladies because you're going to walk. Put on something that will allow you to be faster. Okay? Not something that will slow your speed down. Are we together? So make sure you are here on time. Before you go, we shall go through a budgeting process. We shall go through a brief about bookkeeping, understanding your finances, because the accountants of every group must report in a proper financial manner. Someone else is singing outside there, and yet I'm also here singing. Are we together? So make sure you keep time. We shall have heavy breakfast, I think. We shall have heavy breakfast. So you leave when you are not hungry, because you're going to do a lot of work. You're going to walk, you're going to go shopping, you're going to go selling, you're going to do a lot of stuff. And every group will make a presentation tomorrow. Every group. Every group will make a presentation. Every group will share their experiences. We would love to know if you've had a paradigm shift. Are we together? So with those few remarks, you are free to leave. Let us meet tomorrow with vigor. Okay? Njagala enchamu ndage vibe. Mukitegeera? Na mutima. Nalo, Mbalinze. Mbalinze. Mwino kole sente. Checha tulese. Tubalage engeri gye mukola sente. Mukitegedde? Kale mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Have a wonderful night.